So Aquaman came out. That was something. Listen, I'm already a huge DC Comics fan. Not to say I hate it or anything, but I just never really read the comics, or never read them as much as Marvel. I've read probably two of them at most. I think I have a Batman comic somewhere, and like maybe one Superman comic. I think I have a Flash comic somewhere too. But if I'm doing anything DC, it's usually animated series, like Teen Titans, or Justice League, or 1980s Batman. Because with the current situation in DCEU, you know, with Man of Steel, Batman vs Superman, Justice League, yeah, it's not that good. I'll give them credit though. They didn't somehow mess up fucking Wonder Woman. Yeah. Good on you, fellas. Wonder Woman was actually pretty good. Until the third act, which was just completely dumb. Like, what the fuck did they do to Ares? Oh well. Aquaman was like something that I wasn't expecting to be good. Especially since it was 3 hours fucking long. But hey, surprise, surprise. I thought it was decent. Now, that probably wouldn't sound good for a big name movie, but remember, this is the DCEU. We really need to get whatever we can get by this point. I was hoping at least decent, and I got just that. Something revolutionary. I mean, it's your standard superhero movie, and it's pretty obvious that they're still using Marvel-like stuff, trying to remove that dark, gritty shit that Man of Steel and Batman vs Superman had. But hey, listen, at least it's not Batman v Superman. Now let's go into the main points of this movie that I liked. First thing is that they gave Black Mantis good motivation. I'm saying I'm liking the fact that they're giving the villain actual motivation. Might sound bad, but then once you watch the other superhero movies of DC, yeah, I think only Ares had good motivation also, but I barely remember Wonder Woman other than liking it. So there's that. And Lego Batman movie, Joker was just a fucking amazing villain. But that was just a character study of two heroes and villains being in a fucking relationship. So of course that was going to be fucking amazing. But yeah, Black Mantis has good motivations for the most part. But the post-credit scene is really fucking dumb with him. And I'll get into that later. Second plus I have is that there wasn't a cliched moment. The two characters that travel together don't ever have a fucking falling out. They don't get, one of them doesn't get captured and never have to find them. They go on the journey, find the area, face many challenges while on that journey, get the trident, and defeat the bad guy. That's all I need. Thank you fucking Christ, they didn't try to extend the runtime any longer. I was expecting shit like this to happen, so it's 3 hours long. So yeah, there's that. I'm so happy we have a good DC movie now. Let's talk about the next thing. Aquaman himself. He was alright. I know nothing about him in the comics. I just know that Super Friends isn't how you have Aquaman be. And that he has a continuous running joke that he talks to fish, but that's not something he actually does. But I can tell some DC fans were annoyed that this is probably not how Aquaman acts whatsoever. I don't know for sure myself, but you know, there's probably going to be those DC fans out there because fucking Batman and Superman were treated as completely different from their comic book counterparts. But I just like that they just did, just like Wonder Woman added obviously no other character from DCEU to make an attempt to counter off Marvel. Aquaman itself felt more like a movie inspired by Marvel style, rather than just being a complete rip-off of a Marvel movie structure. I know there are some Zack Snyder fans out there that like the idea of a darker DC universe and stuff like that. But I feel like if you're going to do a movie with some guy wearing bright orange and green clothes that telekinetically talks to fish or mind controls them, you don't exactly need to go dark with themes. Like, you need to do a Batman Superman. Like, I can see with both of them, but Aquaman, no. Again, I should know I don't read comics, so maybe I'm technically wrong. But listen, I'm talking from a regular viewer standpoint and not a comic book fan standpoint. Now I talk about things I like, let's talk about some things I didn't like whatsoever. And obviously, the biggest problem is fucking the 3-hour drag. I'm gonna give him credit. I didn't feel that drag until 2 hours and 30 minutes into the movie. Pretty good. I mean, there was still 30 minutes of mindless dragging. That's one of the main things that bothered me. Like, seriously, there's a lot of just pointless scenes stretched out to give them 3-hour runtime, making a thing that would just be a small bad thing in the movie worse because it's longer. Where is also very hit or miss. Aquaman consistently tries to be funny. Only ever got me a couple of times. Like, those couple times where I just wasn't laughing whatsoever, and the rest of the movie theater wasn't laughing. Like, seriously, Aquaman, you can stop trying. We get it, you're cool. We like you again. We know you're not the super friends Aquaman. Okay, man? Alright. The problem I have with the movie is obviously the post-credit scene. The post-credit scene is some of the worst fucking post-credit scenes I've ever seen. What the fuck is this post-credit scene? Let's get straight into it. Oh my fucking god. So, this is how the post-credit scene starts. We have Black Mantis get found by some random fisherman. He wakes up in this guy's lab that's testing out his equipment. And then the guy says, oh, that's a Atlantean tech, right? Can I test it out? He says, sure, but you have to do one thing for me first. He throws the knife at the Where's Aquaman thing. He says, help me find him. Or like, tell me where he is. And I'm just like me and my friends were all wondering the same exact thing. How the fuck would that guy know? This is like the equivalent of going at the end of a Spider-Man movie and someone saying to J. Jonah Jameson, oh, I'll tell you Spider-Man's identity if you tell me where Spider-Man is, because he takes fucking pictures of Spider-Man. Like, that's just so fucking dumb. Like, Jesus Christ. Another thing I didn't really like about this movie was honestly... Okay, listen. I know it's comic books, and I have a suspension of disbelief. Why the fuck is there fire underwater? Like, this is a nitpick. It's nothing that ruins the movie, but seriously. All of us are asking the same exact question. As I have SpongeBob thoughts when I was thinking of this.
Hey, if we're underwater, how could there be a...
Why is there fire underwater? Why? Can I get a reason why? No? Oh, okay. Overall, the movie was pretty good. I do also like the Aquaman suit they give him, the orange and green suit. Actually looked pretty good. Like, I was expecting bad CGI, but nope. Looks like DC is finally doing something good for a change instead of your usual fucking shit. Can we just have like a good DCU now? Because as I already said in the beginning, I'm not a DC Comics fan, but just so like some of these characters are pretty fucking interesting. This guy can run super fast. This guy is basically God. This guy that doesn't have any powers, but he can fight with his fists and shit. It has he's like this detective smart and can outsmart all of them. Like, the Justice League did a good job at doing stories with them, even though I was a big fan of them. So why can't this thing do that? Oh well, maybe we'll have another good DCU movie after this one. And here's hoping that the DCU doesn't actually fucking flop. Please don't flop. Please don't flop. Ah!